Hello Taurus, welcome to the Lynx Tarot. My name's Monica and this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading covers money, career, and any spirit messages that want to come through, and also any love messages that want to come through. This is for October 2022 or the next 30 days. All of my readings are timeless, so they are intended for whenever you're watching. We're getting started here with the Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck, then we'll go into some tarot, tea leaf, and end with some inspiration messages. Okay, Taurus, celebration. Let go and have fun. It's important to ask yourself, what would it be for you to have fun? What is having fun to you? Okay, it's important to figure that out so then you know what to do for fun. Okay, a lot of us sometimes don't even realize what would be fun to us. Do you know what I mean? Like, we get so caught up in the daily grind sometimes. And when someone says, oh, Taurus, you need to have some fun. It's like, yeah, I know. And we don't really know what that would mean because it's been so long since we've had true fun. And it doesn't have to be like being at a party and dancing. Some people like that, some don't. Some like being in crowds, some don't. For me, going on hikes, that's fun to me. I like to see the horses at the farm where my daughter rides. There's barn cats. Like, to me, that's fun, but it's also part of my life. And sometimes I need to do that more. Okay, you got the Two of Coins. You could be juggling work and family. You could be juggling work and fun, or trying to find a balance between work and play. Okay, and this could represent Capricorn. So there could be a Capricorn in your life or in your chart, but not necessarily. But this is obviously strong earth energy because it's Pentacles. I like the Two of Pentacles in this card because the figure has his arms up in the air and the pentacles are just, they're there. He's not struggling with them. He's not trying to make something happen. He's not trying to make it work. So he, she, male or female, doesn't matter. But it's like you have two wonderful things in your hands, at your fingertips, and you can have both, okay? And if this is two forms of income, you can have both. We have the Seven of Wands. This is success. This is a level up in the major arcana. You have leveled up. There could be a Leo in your life or strong Leo in your chart. Just throwing out the signs, but it doesn't have to be the case. This is strong fire energy though, Taurus, and it's really important that you realize how far you've come. You are successful. I feel like you've been saying to yourself, like, when I'm successful, I'll have this and that. And it's important to realize you are successful. You already are. There will be more successes. There will be more goals reached, but you already are successful. Nobody's going to drag you down. If in the past you have had circumstances or other people hold you back, they can't anymore. None of these other wands that are reaching toward the figure on this card, none of those people or those wands can reach that person. This is you. You've moved up a step, a big step. So all of that stuff from the past where others have tried to pull you back or hold you down, that's in your past, okay? And it may stay with you in your mind because you had to fight against some adversaries in the past. People who had no right or real reason to try and stop you except for the fact that they were intimidated by your strength, even though you may not have felt like you had strength, Taurus. You did, and somebody you knew felt like that felt like your strength made them look bad. So they tried to make a mockery of you. All right? That's not for everybody. But here you are. You are successful. You are shining. They can't touch you. It doesn't matter what they say or what they once thought about you. I think that in a good way, you have been forgotten. In a good way. That shows the healing and that shows your success. That shows that you've moved on, and you have moved on for a really long time. Because those other people, if they don't even think of you anymore, that's wonderful. That means that if they haven't healed, which I don't think they have, they've probably moved on to someone that's vulnerable, unfortunately. But that's not your problem. They can't touch you anymore. And they couldn't back then, but they really did cause you a struggle before. But you've conquered that. You don't have to worry. That's in the past. It's not going to happen again. And you won't let it. If something similar shows back up in your life, you're not going to let it. You can't be touched. Okay, and check it out. Here's the World. Talk about leveling up. I've got to show you these together. So I was talking about leveling up with the Minor Arcana card here with the Seven of Wands, and here's the World, which is about leveling up, a rebirth. The Fool is right in the middle here. The Fool is starting a new journey. Okay, this is a new era of your life with new things, new fresh things. I feel like you have fresh starts on things you may have tried in the past and it didn't work out because it just wasn't the right timing. Maybe you tried to go to college and it didn't work out because circumstances just weren't open. But now they are, and you can do that. It's not necessarily college. It could be other things, things that you wanted to develop that you didn't have the opportunity to before. Strengths that you wanted to develop, and now you do have it. Now the world is open to you because you have succeeded on your journey thus far, and you know what to allow in, what to not allow in. You know your worth, and this is something to celebrate. Let go and have fun. Don't worry about that past stuff because you've conquered it. Trust yourself. You're not going to let it happen again. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Here it is. Okay, here's your passion. Here's your excitement. It's time for that. Okay, and it's probably time to start with having some fun. Think about what is fun to you. Who do you want to be around? And you don't have to have fun with someone else. This could be all on your own. Maybe you want to take a class that's like not college. It's not like accredited or something like that. It could be an exercise class. It could be an art class. I'm getting someone wants to take flying lessons, okay? I don't know where that came from. Someone wants to take flying lessons. Maybe you always wanted to do that, but you couldn't before, and now you can. Okay, so if that's something for you, you know, that's for you to figure out. The Two of Coins and the Ace of Water or the Ace of Cups. This could be a new beginning in love. It says emotions, relationships, and intuition. Your intuition is very strong right now. Listen to your intuition when it comes to balancing out things in your life. And there could be a new love coming in for you. The Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Nine of Water. Everybody got this in my readings today. So Leo, Sagittarius, and now you, Taurus. You all got the Nine of Water, Nine of Cups, wishes, dreams, and happiness. And this is being paired with the Seven of Wands, okay? You are on your way and have been on your way to making your dreams come true, but know that you already are successful. It's time to be in this lighter energy. Know that you can have whatever you want as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody else. And you're not like that, Taurus. You're not going to do that. I feel like if you're going to hurt anybody, it's hurting yourself by not doing nice things for yourself. It's time to be more carefree. That first card, let go. Let go. Okay? You don't have to fight so hard anymore. I think you're a force to be reckoned with. And you don't have to be angry about it, Taurus. You can be light and confident and trusting. Okay, you don't have to fight so hard and work off of anger anymore. Work off of self-love and trust. Know that Spirit has your back. You are successful. The World is being clarified by renewal. Another fire, a fire sign got this. Renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. And I love this with the World. So I was talking about rebirth, a level up. Renewal can also be about being tempted by past people or situations or similar people or situations coming up, and it's like the universe or Spirit is saying, are you sure you're ready for this level up? But you strongly are. It's just time to take that leap of faith and begin the Fool's journey all over. But this is with newly gained wisdom. There's a higher calling for you, Taurus, and you know it. Okay, the Ace of Wands. All of this major arcana, this is a really big time of lasting change. So the Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Lovers, relationships, emotions, and choices. There could be a Gemini in your life or strong Gemini in your chart, but not necessarily. This could be about an important choice in relationships. We have this with the Ace of Water. This is a loving, beautiful connection. It's a connection you can trust. This could be with Spirit. This could be a newfound connection with yourself, with your higher self, learning to trust your higher self. If this has to do with someone else, this could be in love or in business. This is a healthy connection, way different than what your options were in the past, okay? I feel like many of you, Taurus, I feel like many of you got away from some not very good connections that you had, like a lot of them, but from a long time ago, and you had a lot of your life in hermit mode. I'm not saying dark night of the soul necessarily. I'm just saying hermit mode, where a couple of friends may have just been at arm's length because you just don't really feel like you want to get too close to them, and maybe that's for the best. But all those other people you broke away from, but they haven't been replaced with healthier friendships or closer, healthier friendships yet, because you need a time of healing after getting rid of the other stuff out of your life, the, you know, negative friendships or family members or situations. You had a lot of years of healing, and now it's time to gradually open up little by little to connect with people. And just because you meet someone that you really, really like, and there's something about them that just doesn't resonate with you, but it's not a bad thing, it's just something you don't connect with about this person, that doesn't mean that that person is bad. It's not a red flag, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like, you're meeting someone that you have some things in common with, you can talk, but you have very different lifestyles. So don't throw that connection away just because you're freaked out that, say, they are like, I don't know, like a dancer or something, and they're not afraid to be center stage, but you're more introverted and you can't relate to that. You can't relate to someone wanting to be a performer. Don't let that freak you out. That's just a different aspect of this new friend. Okay? It's not a red flag. So it's important, Taurus, for you to start to learn to differentiate between red flags and just differences in personalities and friendships. That way you'll learn not to throw away potentially good friendships. But also, on that note, always be careful and look for red flags too. I hope this makes sense. All right, let's go over to the Money and Career Oracle deck and see what else we have for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So do check your other signs and only take what resonates. And also, Taurus, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do, and hit all notifications. That way you won't miss anything. All right, the Two of Coins with the Ace of Cups is being clarified by Unrealistic. All of these decks have been thoroughly shuffled. I think Sagittarius just got this. There's different messages, so only take what resonates as I read these. Okay, it says your experiences in the future are unrealistic and need revision. Perhaps your vision is big and may require a plan and need more careful thought. And it also says you could be setting yourself up for failure if you don't set realistic financial goals. Okay, so this is in this column here with the Two of Coins and the Ace of Water. Okay, there's a new opportunity coming in. It could be coming from another person. So keep your expectations in check when it comes to making a new connection with someone. When it comes to your expectations with money, with the Two of Coins, you have two different sources of income here. So look at the books. Look at what money is actually coming in from each source. It could be more than two things, but at least two things. You might need to let one go so you can focus on growing money with the other thing, okay? It could be with your regular daytime job. Maybe you need to put something on the back burner for a little while and just focus on where your money is growing. It's important to look at your bills. Don't put them aside and be like, oh, I'll deal with that when I get paid on Friday. At least look at them, be prepared, be very realistic, okay? Like I was just saying, how it's important to differentiate between red flags and just differences when it comes to personalities or new friends or something like that. Kind of the same idea. Have all of the information before you. Don't put it aside. Make sure you look at it and be realistic. We have the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Water being clarified by goals. Yes, write down your goals. Don't let the world lead you. Take the steering wheel and take control of your life. Yes, this would be a good time to write down your goals and aspirations. Focus on creating and managing a budget. Yes, and that's what'll pull you out of this potential money confusion. And I like how this dreams coming true, wishes and dreams coming true is right in the middle here. Okay, so it's like lighten up this energy. Just look at reality and don't carry the burden of the worry or the not knowing, like not knowing what's in that bill because you refuse to open the envelope when the mail comes, right? Let that go by opening the mail, and then you're informed, and then you can be carefree. You're like, okay, I can pay that on Friday. Okay, you don't have to worry and worry and worry about it. The world and renewal is being clarified by envy. This will be an interesting message. You could be envying other people's financial success. Try not to live beyond your means just to keep up with the others. And it says others could be envying your success. Be careful who you trust with money matters. Okay, so that goes back to that message I kept going on about. Be careful who you trust, and especially when this has to do with money. Okay, you have a big new energy coming in here, this big new renewal, this big new start. There might be some envious people who can't relate to you, like they didn't know Taurus was this successful. They didn't know this side of Taurus because Taurus was like introverted and quiet about it. And you're seeing a change in someone that you've known for a while. They're changing toward you in a negative way when you have changed for the positive. That's a red flag, okay? That's a red flag. You might see the truth about this person as your success becomes more obvious and out in the open, and that person you need to be aware of. Yeah, and you don't want to tell them how much money you're making, whatever you do, or trust them in handling your money matters. The Ace of Wands and the Lovers is being clarified by fear. Don't let the fear of anything stop you. Overcome your fear of success or failure. Don't sabotage your own success. Don't allow your fear to make you forget your greatness. Remain positive and on track. This may require you to step out of your comfort zone to achieve the abundance you desire. Yes, you're totally stepping out of your comfort zone with the World card. This is a huge change, a big new cycle in your life, but it might be uncomfortable at first, Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. Taurus is Earth. Taurus likes things very stable and secure. They're not always thrilled with change. Of course, it matters what other energies are in your chart, but you know, Taurus usually has a little bit of adjustment period when there's change. Like they, for example, well, I shouldn't say for example, to put it plainly, they usually don't just like it. I can't talk right now. They usually don't like it at first, change. And I'm thinking about something that happened at my old work a while ago. The company implemented a pretty positive change. It didn't work out exactly the way I would have liked to have seen it work out, but it did turn out to be a positive thing. But at first I was like, I don't like this because there are all these other people involved here that need to follow this new protocol. So I was like, oh no, that's too many people to expect much from. This isn't going to work out. And it did. Okay, so maybe somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so this is the Tea Leaf Oracle deck. I'm sorry, the Tea Leaf Fortune deck. What else do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You got the Kangaroo. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. Yes, this is important. It's important to plan ahead. The unsettled times, you're feeling unsettled because there's big, big, big change here based on your recent successes. Okay, so you're going to feel a little unsettled at first. You're going to feel a little unsure, but that's because this big change is happening. Wind chimes, this card has been wanting to come out. This is beautiful. Peace and harmony is coming in for you, Taurus. With this change, peace and harmony is coming in. And the flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, don't lower your standards. Don't lower your standards for that jealous person. Don't pretend that you're less than you are, that you're less successful than you are because you've made someone else uncomfortable, okay? That's that person's problem, not yours, and it might be time for you to step away. All right, this is the other half of the Tea Leaf Fortune deck. Let's see what else we have for Taurus. All right, this has been popping out. You will be taken care of in difficult times, the staff, okay? Someone is supporting you. Spirit is supporting you. Whoop, got a couple pop outs. Bear with me because they landed on the floor. All right, needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Beautiful. You got the Nine of Water, Nine of Cups wish card. So that validates that. A sincere wish being granted. And the not unsuccessful plan. So anyone who's tried to stop your success, they will not be successful. It's not happening. They're going to be tied in this knot. They're going to be stuck as you move on. Okay. And I feel like Taurus, it is time to move on from a certain person in your life and open yourself to healthier connections. All right, this is the Starlight Inspiration deck. What else for Taurus? Oops. What else for Taurus? We have Navigate. Navigate. Beacons of light in the sky are there to guide you. Yes, know that your guides and angels are always there. And the Sun. Rise to the occasion. Yes, rise to the occasion with that World card energy. It's time to step up, rise through. Embrace the new and exciting adventure that's right before you. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.